Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? I hope you can. I've been battling with technology for the past hour trying to get this giveaway up and live. And Joe, I see you're on here. That's awesome. Live now. Hey, that's great. Hey, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out to this live stream for this giveaway. And do me a favor, in the comment section off to the right, let me know where you're from. Where are you tuning in? I want to know. I'm up in Canada, and greetings from Louisiana, Nicholas. Good to see you, man. And Smoking Barbecue, dude. I just discovered your channel probably only a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, and you're doing some good stuff over there, man. And so Kyle, you're in BC. Kyle is my tech guy. He does everything technology, and throughout this whole live stream process, he's been really helping me out. He's hooked me up with a device to be able to stream from my DSLR right into the computer. And unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work right in this moment. And so I'm just like live off of my webcam. And so Kyle, we'll have to figure all that out. California, Joe, you're from California. Where are y'all from? Indiana, Dennis? When are you coming to K-Town? Possibly soon. That's Kelowna, BC, up in Canada. For those of you who are wondering where K-Town is. This is awesome. I love seeing where you guys are from. This is the first live stream I've ever done. And so thank you to everyone who's jumping on. There's 30 people on right now. Before we go, I want to share a little bit about me and some of my barbecue journey. But before we do that, can you guys all do me a huge favor and hit the share button on the live stream and just share this with someone? You can, right below the video, you'll see a little share arrow. Just click on that and then send it off to wherever you're from, or wherever social platform you want to share it to. Yeah, so again, thank you to everyone who's here. A couple of guys who have been helping me for the past this past week trying to get this set up, because like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this. And so Mike Allen from over at the TheKettleCookers. I don't know if you're in here, Mike. I hope you are. But Mike spent probably an hour with me a few days ago, just helping me get this up, and with a whole bunch of private test links. And so if you aren't familiar with Mike, go check out the TheKettleCookers on Facebook. He just recently started a YouTube channel with some great content. I just watched a delicious burger recipe that he put out the other day. And so make sure to go subscribe to his channel. Also, Kyle Lesage, he's on here in the live chat. And he's awesome. He just helps me out whenever I need help. And he's the guru of technology. Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of items. I got some giveaway stuff. This is like my used one. I use this one every cook. We got this Easy Spin grill grate, which is great. And then behind me there's the Slow and Sear, and yeah, that's the Slow and Sear Plus. We're going to be giving some of these things away courtesy of Dave Parrish over at Adrenaline Barbecue Company, and he graciously said, "Yeah, let's do this together." And so, thank you so much. A little bit about me. If you haven't been following along with my journey for a little while, I really got into barbecuing a lot as a kid. Up in Canada, we use a lot of gas grills, and so cooking over live fire was really foreign to me and a lot of people up in Canada. And it wasn't until about 2012 where I was just looking for a new hobby, and I stumbled across the guys over at Barbecue Pit Boys, and I'm like, this looks like a lot of fun. Give me a thumbs up in the comment section if you have ever heard of Barbecue Pit Boys. I'm assuming everyone's thumbs are gonna pop up. They right from the beginning inspired me to start cooking over a live fire. I went out to local grocery store and bought my first kettle style grill. If you go back into some of my early videos, you'll be able to see that. I passed it along to Kyle, who's in here. And, you know, cooked up some incredible food off that thing. It was like $15. It was terrible. It was, yeah, it was never sealed. So there's lots of air always getting in. It was always either too hot or too cold or warping. Paint was starting to peel off. And, but yeah, it got me from where I started into now. So if you're just starting out, get whatever grill you can get and just start cooking, because you need to start somewhere. Yeah, then so 2012, that's kind of when it all started for me. So probably like, you know, five years ago or so. And then about the same time, I started my video production company, which does a lot of in-town work. And I'm like, hey, let's pair these together and start putting out content as I'm learning and growing in my barbecue cooking style and whatever. And so that's kind of what got me here today. And yeah, fast forward to today, Postal Barbecue has about 14,000 subscribers. We've been barbecuing on YouTube for, you know, pretty much for the past year, almost full time from my channel and other channels. And it consumes pretty much most of my week is just being on YouTube and, you know, interacting with people and trying to figure out what to do and how to take this even further. Worked with brands from all around the world. And I would say the best part about this is just interacting with you guys. I wish every one of you could be on like a live hangout with me right now because it's so fun interacting with you guys in comments and on Facebook and even private messages. Some of you have sent messages saying like, how do I do this? And you know, what glaze would you put on your ham? What temperatures do you bring steaks up to or pork up to? And you know, we'll interact for an hour or so, just talking about barbecue and helping each other out, because that's one of the things that we love is just, you know, the barbecue community is such a collaborative community and such a friendly community that just helps everyone out. And so it's been a privilege to be a part of all that. And so thank you everyone for your comments. I read every single one of them. And I think I've responded to like 99% of them, unless it's like rude or, you know, just inappropriate, then it might get deleted. But even the trolls, we've convinced trolls to not be trolls. And so that's good. Yeah. Okay. So before we do the giveaway, I thought we would have a moment, some time where if you have any questions, I'd love to answer some of your questions. Like I said, this is the first live stream that I've ever done. Kyle's in the comments right now, and he's going to be sending me questions through text just to make it a bit easier, because I can't really see what's going on because you guys are just typing so fast. Pick up the strings. Do you know what? My wife, this is her old guitar. She's a musician. She's very, very talented. She is a singer-songwriter, and yeah, she's amazing. She sings, writes her own music. She doesn't do a lot of covers, except for right now. She's forced to do a bunch of Christmas songs for our church, and so. Yeah, so she's doing that. So I could strum something maybe later if no one talks or whatever. I might be able to break the silence with some things. One of the questions that people ask me all the time is, what is my favorite cut of meat to cook? And you know, obviously it's like ribs and pork, or ribs and pulled pork. Those would be sort of like my go-to favorites if I had the time and the energy. But my favorites, I would say my favorite go-to on a sort of the daily basis is a smoked pork loin. You can get these cooked in like an hour and a half, and they're juicy, they're full of flavor. You put a nice rub on them, like a wet rub, with some herb and garlic, maybe a little bit of lemon, and you cook it to 140 degrees. And then you cook it to 140 degrees and then really just let it rest up to 145. Then it's up to the perfect temperature. It's not undercooked. It's not overcooked. You slice into either like thick 1/4-inch steaks, Or you scrap that savory rub and you go like a sugary rub that you put on ribs and smoke it the same way, you know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how big the roast or the pork loin roast is. And then you slice it really, really thin as you can get it with your knife, and then you build sandwiches with it, just like pulled pork. You put some coleslaw on it, and you top it with your bun, and then enjoy it that way. And it's literally like pulled pork on a bun, the same way as you would do a long low and slow with a long low and slow with a pork butt or a pork shoulder. But it's like literally 8 hours less time to do it. And so if you've never tried it, make sure to try that one out. I do have an older recipe for that. Probably going to remake it at some point because it's just that good, and the quality of the old video isn't that great. One of the questions that you sent in was, what inspires you to pick what you're going to make? For me, I like to cook and film what I want to eat. And so, you know, throughout the year, you know, there's definitely different times of the year where you have to be strategic. And so Christmas is coming up, and so it's like, you know, you're going to be cooking prime rib, turkey, or ham. Those are sort of the three major foods for Christmas. And so, you know, I just did a bunch of turkey videos for American Thanksgiving. And so I'm like, well, let's do a ham this year. I don't do a lot of beef just because, yeah, beef in our area is really pricey, and a prime rib, if I'm going to do it, it's going to be a big one. And so it's going to be like, you know, $100+ for what I want to do. And so I'm going to probably save that for a different time, maybe Easter. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's the season that inspires, and sometimes it's just what I want to cook, what I feel like eating, because eating and cooking is really about is very individual. And so I want to just, yeah, cook what I want to make. And so sometimes I cook a lot at night. You never see it except for through Instagram. The other night I made macaroni and cheese, like Kraft dinner, with a filet mignon on top, and that's what I wanted to eat. And it was delicious. It was one of my favorite nighttime cooks that I've had in a while, and no one got to experience it except for me, and it was good. So, but yeah, what inspires me? You know, I like to see what I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of videos from the barbecue community on YouTube, and sometimes that brings inspiration. And so, yeah, and even you guys in the comments, when you leave questions about specific items, yes, often that does help bring some inspiration for some upcoming cooks. And so, yeah. What's your favorite barbecue tool? Oh, favorite barbecue tool. That would probably, well, you know, for the most part, my absolute favorite is this Slow and Sear trifecta. You know, the easy spin, the drip and griddle, and the Slow and Sear. That's, you know, that never leaves my grill. It's like standard. It's if it could come built in and not even be able to be taken out, that would be my preference. If it was self-cleaning, that would be even better. But outside of that, what would it be? I think right now, my favorite barbecue tool would be the I want to say the Barbecue Dragon, and partly because of how fast it gets you cooking. You know, it's last night is pouring rain. Like, we have 3 West Coast rainstorms coming in back to back, 70 kilometer, which is like, I don't know, 50-mile-an-hour winds in the States, I guess. And, you know, I had coals going for burgers last night in the pouring rain and the wind in only a few minutes. And, you know, just because of that fan blowing and the chimney of insanity, it just streamlines everything and helps get things going really fast. And so I'm a really big fan of that right now. Outside of that, I don't really use a lot of tools other than like thermometers. I love my my digital thermometers, my ThermoWorks MK4. I'll put a link to some of these in the description of some of my favorite barbecue tools and accessories. I have a kettle pizza right now. It's sitting in my kitchen, and I'm going to be doing a review on that in the next few weeks, hopefully. I have a feeling I'm really going to love it because I love pizza. Pizza. If I don't have barbecue, I'll go for pizza because just pizza is awesome. So bringing the two together, I think it's going to be. I think they're going to sort of win me over really easily with the kettle pizza and making some nice pizza pies. Yeah, so I'll put some of those things in the description box after this video, so that you can go back and see links. And just disclaimer, all the links that are in the description are affiliate links that does help support this channel and keep things going on a regular basis. So if you ever are using those links, thank you. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just, helps support the channel through Amazon and other places like that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, what is your favorite, or what is your kid's favorite thing to eat that you barbecue? Okay. I have 3 kids. I'm married and I have 3 kids. My oldest is 9, my middle son is 6, and my youngest is 4. My oldest son, his favorite thing, I think right now, is crispy dry chicken wings. And those, I have a video coming up for that this Wednesday. And for the most part, he doesn't really eat a lot of meat. He's more of a veggie guy. He loves his vegetables, and which, you can't complain about that. But we'll make these really amazing meals. We'll make like a couple racks of ribs or pulled pork, and he would rather have a Greek salad. And so, but yeah, he's been really enjoying he loves burgers and chicken wings, but that's about it. My other son, my middle son, he's a meat guy. He loves everything that I put out. He loves to help. Probably about a month ago, he made his first rack of ribs on the slow and sear and the kettle grill. I did all the dangerous part because he is 6, and so I got the fire lit. I put them. No, he put them on, but he pulled the membrane off. He sprinkled the barbecue rub on, and put them on the grill. Spritzed them. Took them off. I cut them, and they turned out incredible. Like, the color was great, the smoke ring was great. They're tender. They're pull off or fall off the bone ish, like where you bite it and it's just like perfect bite mark. And so he loves meat. He's a meat guy. My youngest son, he goes back and forth, and so yeah, he's good. I'm gonna make sure he loves his meat though. What's the longest cook you've ever done? I would say probably the longest is about 10-hour cook. I'm not a really big fan of the, after 8 hours, I start to sort of dwindle out. And so doing like a 10-hour, 12-hour, 14-hour cook, that's tiring, because you got to be at home all day, and you have to, line things up. And, I don't want to go overnight because I know I wouldn't sleep. And so I tend to cook during the day. And yeah, so probably 10 hours is the longest. And that would probably have been a pork shoulder or a couple pork shoulders. What's the next question? What's your favorite wood to smoke? I would say I'm an apple and cherry guy. I've been recently using a lot of maple wood blocks from Wildwood Grilling. They have like all the different varieties, but in perfectly square blocks. And for me, I like that because you put one block down, it's going to produce a certain result. You put two down, 3 down, it's going to produce the same results. And so, yeah, I've been enjoying those, but I don't have cherry or apple in those blocks yet. So I'm hoping to get some soon. Yeah. I don't do a lot of mesquite, just because that's personal preference. I do a lot of, yeah, I really do it all, but my go-to would be apple and cherry. What's one thing you've cooked that just blew you away? Oh, I would think that the pork belly burnt ends I made for Adrenaline Barbecue Company back in the summer. Those were special. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of pork belly, and so to do the pork belly burnt ends, and then just to like sit there with, I don't know, like 5 pounds of these things, 5 pounds of pork belly burnt ends, right in front of me with no one else at home. I was just like in heaven, because at the first bite, they literally just blew me away. The flavor, that sort of richness and the sweetness, everything was awesome. Okay. Have you ever tried sous vide cooking? No, I haven't. The reason why is because I haven't had the cash to get a sous vide machine. And so it's, yeah, I mean, I probably could have figured it out by now, but it's one of those things where I just haven't had the motivation to purchase one yet. But if you would like to, if you'd like me to see some of that, then let me know. I'm just looking through some of the comments. Justin, Baby Back Maniac, how you doing, man? Just see you on here. Red's Barbecue, great channel. Chicken Fried Barbecue, awesome. Glad you're here, man. The Real Show Barbecue, hey dude, how you doing? It's so awesome to see so many people that I recognize. Corby Q, let me scroll up here. Josh and Babe, welcome. Joe Perez. If you don't know Joe Perez, he's been leaving comments on different videos of mine for the past 2 weeks, just saying I want to win and giving me the countdown, so I wouldn't forget about this. So Joe, thanks for all those reminders. Looking into gas grill, any recommendations on which brand and model? Steven, before I sold my gas grill, I had a Coleman. I don't know if they have them in the States, but it was a 4-burner, and it was a workhorse. It was beefy. It was big. It seared like crazy. And it lasted for, I think I had it for 4 years, and it still looked brand new. If I could get that model again, I probably would get that model. If I had to get a newer model, I wouldn't get that newer model. I would probably go with Weber style, or even Napoleon. Napoleon makes some really great gas grills. Actually, I think if I was to buy a gas grill today, it would be a Napoleon. And that's without doing any research on gas grills and what I'd be looking for specifically. But Napoleon is a great company. They are from Canada, so bonus points for that. And yeah, so I hope that helps. Come up with a recipe. Dave, are you in here? I saw a comment from Justin asking if Dave is in here. I don't know if Dave's in here. I haven't seen if Dave's in here. The Canadian bacon recipe was phenomenal. Yeah, no, that's a good one. A lot of people say that there's too much prog powder in it, and so there probably is a touch too much. But you're also it's a lot of brine. It's a lot of brine. I just made some a couple weeks ago for Christmas morning, and it's in my freezer. And I cut the prog powder down a little bit. And personally, I think the current recipe is the best one. But I have been slowly tweaking it as I've been developing it. So if you are going to do it, look in the description box to get the updated version, because there were some errors within the video itself. And so yeah, like there were some errors in the actual production of the video, and some things I said that I didn't mean to say, and all that stuff. So Oh, okay, Justin. My point was, if you come up with a sous vide recipe for Dave, he'll hook me up with the sous vide machine. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Um, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Always thinking, Justin. Always thinking. That's right. Okay. I don't want to keep you guys too long. And so you've already been, hey, Cookout Coach is here. That's great. You guys have been waiting. I think there's been 46 people in here in total throughout this. If there's no more questions, I want to show you all of these items that we're going to be giving away. And just to let you know, this competition or this giveaway is, like I said, is open to both the USA and Canada. And so if you win from Four Seasons Barbecue from Iowa, welcome. If you do end up winning these, I'll be in contact with you. And so be watching your whatever comment you left on the video. And if there's another way that's more direct for me to contact you, then I'll do that as well. But this is open to US as well as Canada. And so we'll just get all those details and we'll ship them out to you from the Adrenaline Barbecue warehouse, I guess. And so a huge thank you to Dave at Adrenaline Barbecue. If you haven't seen what they're doing, you can go check them out at adrenalinebarbecue.com, I believe. Let me double check that. It might be abc.com. Adrenaline. Yeah, abcbarbecue.com. So if you haven't checked them out, go to abcbarbecue.com just to see what they're doing. They have a lot of great products. One of my favorites is actually the Cherry Picker. Great name. But this is what we're giving away. It's the Slow and Sear trifecta. It comes with a drip and griddle pan. This is a used one. I use it. It never comes out of my grill, but it's essentially what it is. It's you put it in the bottom of your Weber kettle, and it collects all the drips and keeps your grill clean and avoids that sort of messy cleanup. Or you can put it on top of the grill, grate, and do burgers, saute. You can do a lot with that drip and griddle pan. This is the Easy Spin grate. You know, it looks like a standard grill grate, but it's got this, ready? This huge opening door. It actually comes off. And so you can go with just this, which fits directly and perfectly over the Slow and Sear. It's made to last. It's going to last you like forever. I don't want to say how long, but it's a beast. It's going to last you literally forever. You'll probably pass it along to someone before it dies on you. And then the last thing is the Slow and Sear. That's what this is. This is the Slow and Sear Plus, the 2.0, which is the new one. This is the only one I had kicking around, unused, just more for photos and all that if need be. But the new one has a removable water reservoir that comes out, increasing the sear zone by like 30%. And so if you like the other day last night when I was making burgers, I took the water reservoir out. So that I could do a reverse. I smoked the burgers first, and then I seared them off to finish them over the Slow and Sear with the water reservoir removed. And it was perfect. There was so much room. I had, I think by the time I started searing, there was 10 burgers over the Slow and Sear. So that's about it. That's what we're giving away. And again, thank you to Adrenaline Barbecue Company and Dave over there for cooperating and working with us to do this. So what I've done is the reason why you had to leave a comment is because we're doing a comment picker. And so I have the link on a separate screen. If you want to see it, here, let me show you. How do I do this? Technology isn't my friend. Okay. Oh, there was my old setup right there. But we got this screen right here. I'll hold this up at the same time. And so I have the link in here. We are going to filter out duplicate users. So Joe, you only actually got to enter in one time. And so I'm sorry, man. Your extra comments don't count, unfortunately, but you did remind me every day. Here we go. Start raffle. Drum roll. Start raffle and pick a random winner. Here we go. Oh, did it work? Nope, not yet. Let me open this up bigger. It says I didn't enter the right URL, so just hang on. Oh, how do I do this? If only someone was here to help me. Kyle, I gotta bring you over next time we do this. Postal barbecue giveaway. Here we go. Copy the URL. Okay, there was 225 unique commenters. That was a lot. Here we go. Drum roll, please, for the winning person. Sloan Sear trifecta. Bill Sullivan. Bill Sullivan, you are the winner of this Sloan Sear trifecta. Your comment was simple, straight to the point. Said, I want to win. Perfect. That's so great. I'm going to turn this off. So, Bill, good job, Bill. That's great. You're gonna. I hope you don't have one of these yet, because you're gonna love it. It's the Sloan Sear is, like I said, my favorite accessory. It never leaves my grill. Joe, Joe, your heart's broken. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your heart's broken. Yeah, maybe we'll do another giveaway at some point with something else that's equally as awesome. And so let's see here. Feel free. Oh, you guys are so funny. So Bill, this is awesome. I'm gonna take a screen grab of this just to make sure I have this. It says I can pick another winner. Maybe I should. Joe, do you think I should? No, I can't. But just to let you guys know, there was a few rules that you had to follow. So you had to subscribe both to Postal Barbecue as well as Adrenaline Barbecue's YouTube channel as well as leave a comment on the giveaway video. And then live inside of either Canada or the USA. If Bill, for some reason, doesn't live or hasn't followed through with those entry requests, then I will pick someone else and privately and message them privately so that we don't have to do a live stream, unless you guys want to do a live stream again. But yeah, if you guys are from, I see good day from Ottawa. From the Ottawa Valley, Victor. Hey, welcome. Yeah, if you've never been up to Canada, come to my side of Canada. It's the West Coast. It's the better side of Canada. Victor, you got to come out this way and see what Western Canada has to offer. Someone said, "What's the? Let's see here. What's the real retail price of just the Sloan Sear?" I believe the retail price of the Sloan Sear is $100. I always get a little bit confused because I'm in Canada and prices are always in the States or American, and so yeah, the 2.0 is $100 US dollars. And so in Canada, that's like, it's like $1,000 with the exchange rate, right? Just kidding. Go Maple Leafs. You're right. Canucks all the way. Canucks. You'll take the cannons behind me. Yeah, these are some of the cameras I use in making videos. This is a 6D. I've recently added another camera that's not here that has a flip out screen and autofocus, and those things really make a big difference. Having the autofocus helps out a lot, because with my videos, as well as with the Adrenaline Barbecue videos, they're all done by myself. And so there'll be tripods set up, a camera set up, press record, and make sure everything is good, and run in front, film whatever sections we're filming, and then go back and turn things off and move cameras around. And it really is, it's kind of a juggling act, really. And so there's a lot that goes into them. And so having the autofocus when I need it really helps out a lot. And so it works well. Is there a Canadian sauce that can be added to the 5 mother sauces of barbecue? There's a guy in Vancouver, or Vancouver area. It's called the House of Q. He's got some pretty good sauces. You can get them in the States as well. There's a lot of the sauces that I have enjoyed over the years are ones that people have sent me from the States. I'm on an island in the Pacific, so there's not as much options and choices for barbecue sauce and rubs unless I order it in. So I found over the years that I've just made a lot of my sauces and rubs, and so I have a sauce that I use personally that is sort of is a take off of the barbecue sauce that's I have a video from like 2 years ago. Since then, it's been adapted and changed to it's even better now. It's like perfect on pork and chicken and ribs. Yeah, it's delicious. The next one, rubs, I make my own as well, and so the ones I use on this channel are usually the ones that I've developed myself over the years, or just ones that you have different spices that you've put together for the specific cook, and you just like, oh, I think this will work, and then you hope for the best. And so I know, right? An island in the Pacific. Someone told me that like years ago, and it just opens your mind up to imagination. And so you say, I'm on the island in the Pacific, and everyone just thinks warm, like palm trees, beaches, sunshine. And, for, I would say 8 months of the year, that is the case, minus the palm trees. We only have a couple, but within 5 minutes from my house, there's like 7 different beaches. There's, if you want seafoods, you can go down to the docks and get it straight off the boats. Our summers are warm. It's pretty awesome. And then in the wintertime, like today was 9 degrees, which is probably like, I would say 55 Fahrenheit, maybe. But pouring rain. It's like 70-kilometer winds. Over the past week, we've had like 100 millimeters of rain, and so we're in storm season right now. And so we got to take advantage of the sunshine. But all the other months of the year, minus the 3 months, it's pretty warm, and people can be in shorts. Hey, Four Seasons. Hey, Christie, how you doing? Great to have you here. I loved Lloyd's video the other day. I was really, really hoping that he was going to use that lighter fluid on those burgers just to sort of get a good reaction from people. Kyle, yeah, you're probably the only person that's really tried my rubs and sauces, because giving you lots. And I have some more for you if you want. I can hook you up. I love white sauce as well. It's one of my favorites for chicken. Christie. Christie, I need to break out the conversation chart. What do you mean? Oh, the conversion chart. I see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the hardest things is trying to convert Canadian bits to American, and even some of the words I sometimes have to say, like herb. Who says herb? Really? Like I say herb, like with an H, the way it's spelt. And one video I did, I was asked to say herb, and so I had multiple takes of me saying herb because I just kept on messing it up, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I appreciate all of you. We're getting down to dinner time. Actually, it's past our dinner time, and I want to say thank you to everyone that came out to this live stream. It was so much fun. I'm hoping to be on Cooking with CJ's hot seat at some point, and so we're trying to line up a date for that in the new year. And so if you haven't checked out his channel as well and the hot seat, it's a lot of fun. And it's actually like two-way conversation versus this is one way. And yeah, herb. Yeah, guys, all the best to you as well. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to stick around for not in this conversation, but over the next few weeks, there's a few videos coming out. I have already filmed and currently editing together videos all the way up until the beginning of January, and have a bunch of great videos coming out even after that. The deck has been lined up for even into May with videos. I'm hoping for every single week, which has been sort of this trend that's been happening on this channel here. And so, hey Dave, how you doing? I'm trying to get off of this so that people can jump over to the ABC live stream, and we just gave away and announced the winner of the Slow and Sear trifecta package, which, as you know, has the dripping griddle, the easy spin grate with the fancy door opener, and the Slow and Sear itself. So if you haven't seen, Adrenaline Barbecue Company is doing a live stream hangout at 6 o'clock Pacific time, which is 9 o'clock Eastern time, which starts in 15 minutes. And so make sure you go over to the Adrenaline Barbecue Company YouTube channel, hit their subscribe button, and then jump on to that live stream. Merry Christmas to every single one of you. This has been so much fun. I appreciate everything that you've done for this channel over the years and the growth that we've seen. All the comments, all the likes, every single bit that you guys do is just phenomenal. And I couldn't do it without you guys and the support and the love that you guys share. And so thank you so much. Let's end this by everyone giving, if you can do me a favor actually, and go and just give this live stream a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section of the actual video versus the live chat, and then that's it. Make sure to tune in on Wednesday morning-ish for this new video that comes out. You don't want to miss it. It's incredible. And the sound of the taste test is just unreal. And so you don't want to miss that video. It's coming out this Wednesday. Until then, we'll talk soon.